Hey there, Jack Nation. Hunter Overholt joined here with Coach Cardenas, entering your 18th season coaching. Just giving you a little bit of a preview, someone would say on deck look at the 2023 spring season. So, Coach, talk about what you've seen from your practices, anything from the off season that you want to highlight before we actually dive a little bit deeper in this year.
Yeah, I know we changed our roster over quite a bit, so there's a lot of turnover this year. Had to lengthen out our bullpen, so we got a lot of new faces, a lot of new arms. But what I've seen, as of the last couple of inter squads, I'm pretty confident in what we have. I think we're going to be able to compete. It's a tough conference. Night in, night out, day in, day out. It's always going to be tough, but I think we're going to stack up pretty good against our opponents.
Schedule's looking really nice for the Lumberjacks, including the Sugarland Classic in Houston. Break down a little bit on your key matchups and how everything came about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, us being in the Southland Conference, we have a connection with those guys, and they called us and said, we're putting the tournament together. We have an opening for a team if you guys want to jump in, and us not being in the South and kind of fit really well for that dynamic, and so we're going to play some old conference foes, and be in that nice stadium, and just a good way for our kids to get out and experience something like in a regional type setting.
And when it comes down to the roster, any standout performances that we've seen, anybody that we need to be looking into that we may not have an idea yet, but when they come out on opening weekend against Kansas State, they're going to make an impact for Lumberjack baseball?
Yeah, I think our biggest addition is Rogers in center field. Alex Rogers, we think he's going to be really good. He comes from Barton Junior College in Kansas and stole a lot of bases last year and stole a lot of bases for us in the fall, and we really think he's going to be kind of the cog at the top of our lineup. And then from there, it's just going to be the same old thing with Clayton Larange, our Canadian who's going to play left field. He's one of the guys who's one of the better hitters in our conference last year, and so we think he's going to be really good. And we have third baseman Peyton Parker, who he had a really good year last year. We really feel like he's going to be able to step right in and kind of continue the same thing. We have another starter over at first base, and Cal Martin, that we think is going to be really good. And from there on, it's just a bunch of different faces, and so we're going to hope that they mesh really quickly. We're going to jump right into it really quick, playing some good opponents like Kansas State, and then we're just going to hopefully tread water and gel and be ready to go in conference rules.
You heard it. Next week, Kansas State here in good old Nacogdoches, Texas. Some SFA baseball. We got nice golden hour. Field looks beautiful. It would look better with all of you out here. Make sure to get your tickets, and we'll see you here in Nacogdoches, Texas for some good Piney Woods baseball. Jack Nation, we'll see you later. Axum.